G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Vale Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Vale and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Vale Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Haval H6 from $29,990.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford for this, the semi-final 3v6 Newcastle City v Killarney Vale. And with me, as always, in commentary, the great Lucas J. Holmes.
Good afternoon, David. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't think of a better place to be on a Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sudden death semi-final football here at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford.
It is indeed. In front of us, the Newcastle City Stars are waiting to welcome their teammates onto the field after a pulsating women's semi-final, Lucas Holmes, in which Newcastle City have just got home by 6 points over Maitland in a really great game of football. Lucas, I think it was 5-3 to 4-3. Is that correct?
Correct, David. Newcastle City 5-3-33, defeating the Maitland Saints 4-3-27. And the other game, semi-final football at Wirraman Field in Muswellbrook, David. Killarney Vale 5 goals 4-34, defeating the Singleton Football Club 1 goal 1-7.
And to the Maitland Football Club and the family of Taylor Quinton Whittle, we'd just like to pass our condolences on. We know you're doing it very tough at the moment, and from Lucas and myself, we'd like to wish everybody involved with the club and Taylor and the family all the very best and what must be an awful time for you. Okay, teams. Lucas Holmes, would you like to do Killarney Vale today, please?
I shall, David. Killarney Vale 1, Dan Cartwright 3, Brady Rankin 5, Paul Blaine 6, James Kidd 7, the coach Scott Reed 9, Calvin Bond 10, Ben Simpson 11, Brendan Lewis, 14, Connor Riley, 15, Josh Smithson, 18, Michael Forster, 19, Jordan Carrick, 22, Lachlan Waters. A huge late out, David. 23, Bryce Singleton is out. 24, Jaden Banfield. 32, Tim Usterhoff. 34, Sam Jabor. 38, Liam Banfield. 42, Jordan Kenobi. 44, NJ Convey. 50, Richie Lyons. 82, the veteran Dana Amity. And because of that late out, David, a late in, 13, Kyle Wolford.
And 350th club game today for Brendan Lewis, a remarkable achievement for one so young. Newcastle City, 1 Aidan Watling, 2 Macaulay O'Malley, 4 Stephen Batten, 5 Luke Rawnsley, 6 Matthew Enright, 11 Stephen Scott, 13 Mitchell Knight, the former best and fairest winner in the league, 14 Cade Triffett, 15 Ian Baker as Killarney Vale come onto the field. Hayden Kavanagh, 16, 17 Ethan Durbridge, 18 Hamish Thompson, 19 Jackson Crawford, Chris Jackson in 21, Red Van Hoostede picked at fullback Lucas in 22, Cam Keys 23, Liam Dwyer 26, James Fogarty 30, Adam Johnson 35, Max Quinlan 38, Jordan Harrison 44, and Patrick Gillingham, the Leeds leading goal kicker. In number 69, Lucas Holmes umpires, please.
Field umpires this afternoon, David. Darryl Luck, Nathan Slater, Tom Stewart. Boundary umpires, Chris Valley, Colin Goodenough. And in goals this afternoon, David, continuing his games record-breaking run, John Sullivan and Janelle Biden.
Good luck today. Newcastle City's got 4 red-headed backmen and 3 of them are left-footed, so it's going to be a lot of fun calling them. Apologies in advance, Lucas. I might get them wrong. Yeah. Look, we have just seen one of the best games of women's football I've seen in a long time. It was a superb exhibition from both the Stars and Maitland. And the Stars, because of Killarney Vale's victory up the hill, the Stars will play Killarney Vale at Adelaide Street Oval next week because Killarney Vale's at home. So the Stars are up there. Umpires coming onto the field, and John Sullivan going through as he so richly deserves. Today, look, Killarney Vale, no Bryce Singleton, which is a late out. Oh, that makes a difference, Louis. Scott Reid probably has to go up to the square. I find it hard to believe that Newcastle City's going to lose, despite the fact that Connor Haswell was suspended during the week. He's missing today. But, look at some of the ins there. Van Twisted, Dwyer, and Watling and Batten. Gee, that gives them. Look at their centre line. Dwyer, Knight, Watling. Quinlan, Keaston, Scott on the centre half forward, on the half forward line. This is interesting. The one thing interesting about this ground is it's big. It's 100. Kevin Greaves is still on with the new renovations to the ground. It's 158 long and 125 wide, which is roughly the same size as Docklands. Now in our league, that's a big ground.
Yep.
But Keast will spend time at centre half forward, and then Jackson, when Jackson rests, he'll go Keast will go onto the ball. And Oosterhoff, who we've heard a whisper about, is struggling with a couple of niggles. Oosterhoff says that Keast is his toughest opponent because he bodies him all the time, Louis.
Yeah, that's a tough centre line. You have Chris Jackson, David, in the ruck, and you have Cam Keast running through there as well.
Yeah, just what you need. And out come Newcastle City, led by the veteran Mitchell Knight, followed by Luke Rawnsley and Cade Triffett, Patrick Gillingham, Mac O'Malley. Out come the Blues. They're looking for 3 games out of 3 here today in the prelim finals, because all of them get to play at home next week except the Stars, because Newcastle number 1 is used for Saturday's prelim final next week. While we've got you here, we've got Sunday footy tomorrow. Lou and I, a very rare venture into Sunday footy. Lucas Holmes will be joining Dee Redden at Don Small Oval in Tacoma with the Black Diamond Cup fixture that we're calling between Cardiff and Wyong Lakes. Lucas Holmes.
Yeah. Pleasure not having to travel back along the Great Western Highway as well, David. So great to be around for Wednesday night as well, being the Elliot Davey medal presentation night. Always a great night.
Yes, Lucas Holmes is on one of his 37 mid-semester breaks in a season, and good to have him back. And it'll be good fun over there that'll be on Bar TV as well, the Elliot Davey Medal Night. See who wins a couple of medals and makes sides of the year. And we've got a special guest interview who we won't mention, but it is a very, very special guest, someone who's achieved some of the best things in football the last couple of years. And this particular player has just come from nowhere to play deep, very, very good football. Well, if Killarney Vale to win today, I think Mifsud's got to get 45 touches. Reid has to kick 7. And they've just got to find a way to stop Keast and Gillingham. I'm not sure they can. I don't think they can. At the moment, right now, Newcastle City for minus 6 or 7 goal favourites. While I've got you there, Lucas, the wind is variable today. At times, you can see in the trees in Kendall shot. Kendall, can you just pan up to the trees on the top left of screen? Thank you, mate. That's great. So have a look up there, ladies and gentlemen. That's on the far side of the ground. Where we're calling from is completely protected. But the breeze at times today, Lucas, has been 4 or 5 goal strength. Always running left to right. Toss coming. I'll let Lucas call this.
Captains of respective side, Brendan Lewis and Mitchell Knight in the centre. Up goes Daryl Luck with a coin. And Brendan Lewis has won the toss, ladies and gentlemen, and Killarney Vale will be kicking from the right to the left.
And kicking into the breeze, and that's dangerous. Just for watching previous games, ladies and gentlemen, the attacking side of the ground is the closest to camera. When you're in the far side, especially in that far wing, it's fair dinkum Death Valley, isn't it, Louis?
It sure is, David. As you said, in the earlier games, we've seen most of the play caught on that far side from both teams trying to play catch-up. And as you said, David, with the new renovations here, it is very wide ground here at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. And a fairly it is sun-drenched, David, but being fairly warm as well. It's going to test the teams later in this match.
It's very comfortable where we are at the moment, but it is quite warm out there. And the ground is firm and fast, Lucas. There'd be some horses wanting to run on this track. It is very firm out there. They have put some water on it during the week, but it's as dry as it looks. And that's cognizant of the fact that we've just had the driest time in our part of the world. It's been ridiculous, and everybody needs rain right now. Again, Louis, I don't think you had any rain up your part of the world this week?
Not during the week, no. So it is fairly barren and dry, David, as it is everywhere in the central west.
Looking at the long-range forecast, there is actually rain due next weekend on both of our football days. And while we're there, Saturday we're at back to headquarters, Newcastle number 1 Sports Ground for the preliminary final day. And on Sunday, we're at Adelaide Shot Oval in Tumbiumbi, and for the And Terrigalavoca will be playing both Plate and Cup at Tumby. I mean, that's already been announced. And Nelson Bay Lucas Holmes will be at Newcastle number 1 Oval. That's already been announced in the draw. So they're the 3 sides that have got the week off. The Marlins in the women's, and in both the men's grades, Terrigalavoca finished minor premier. Newcastle City impressive this morning in demolishing Warners Bay by 105. And in the women's game that's just finished, a belter of a game, Newcastle City up by 6 points thanks to a late goal on the run from none other than Ashley Hale, their skipper. So good crowd here today. There's actually good numbers here. But you can't see that, but behind us there's quite a lot of people here, and should be a terrific atmosphere. And the fact that they've got this great spot here, it's like an amphitheatre a bit, Louis, and be a good afternoon to watch some footy. So for my Newcastle City favourites, Killarney Vale will put something out of the fall, something out the fire, especially without Singleton. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's a finals game, isn't it, Lucas?
It sure is. Anything can happen, as you might be aware, ladies and gentlemen, in finals football. And of course, being all these semi-finals being sudden death, so Newcastle City do not get a second bite of the cherry, as it may be put.
Well said, actually. It's interesting in the top 7. One of the things is the second place team doesn't get a double chance. Terrigalavoca, for mine, deservedly minor premiers, and the way the draw's going, you would think, and we will keep you up to date with their massive cup fixture. The other semi-final, 4v5, Singleton in 4, playing 5 Warners Bay. That game up at Weirman Field, about 55 clicks from us at the moment, and we'll regularly call for scores, Lucas, as often as I can, and keep everybody up to date for those games, especially the fans of Warners Bay and Singleton that can't be with us. And what are you pointing at, Louis?
Just looks going.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was alluding to.
Lucas Holmes has pointed out that Scott Reed, the coach of Killarney Vale, and one of their prime movers, is starting on the bench. That's remarkable, along with Paul Blaine, I think NJ Convey in 44. We're almost ready to rock and roll here, but Scott Reed starting off amazing.
As well as Jordan Kenobi, David.
Thank Jordan Kenobi. Lucas Holmes, good luck this afternoon, mate. Great to be here with you as always.
Thank you, David. Always a pleasure to be calling finals football.
Lucas Holmes, ladies and gentlemen, my co-commentator the last 3 years. It's been wonderful. Here we go. Oosterhoff and Jackson in the middle, and we are away in the semis. Both miss it with the blustery breeze. Mitchell Knight, left foot, gets the first posse of the semi. Out the ball comes straight out of Cartwright's hands. Bond turns around, punched forward. That's Jackson Crawford out there. Kicked one of the best goals you have ever seen at Nelson Bay not too long ago. And his brother over there trying his luck at football in the United States, Mitchell Crawford. Ball up on that far wing. That's some of the expanded area of this ground. It's a bit softer underfoot. You can see the difference in the turf. Oosterhoff gets his first tap out of the day. Read by Knight. Bounces Fickle. Mifsud in there. Amity in there. Good tackle made. Good tackle made on O'Malley. No decision given. And was it eventually a decision given? Yes. So there's a free kick to, not on the full, interestingly. Dane Amity, the veteran, goes with his left. And they can see that wind just blew that ball. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, the ball is getting trapped on that far wing, and it really is very difficult to get any attacking progress over that wing. It's very difficult. Lucas?
Sure is, David. You see Oosterhoff getting up there and early, maybe trying to get those ankles warmed up as the ball's been thrown in.
O'Malley's got to get rid of that. Does with a kick eventually. Not a marker. Didn't go far enough. Amity. Left footer comes out from Carrick, going forward. Baker, steady. Down the line. So there's the wind's got that ball. That's gone 65 metres now. Well read by Oosterhoff at the back. Just gets a kick away. Comes off to Jabor. Beats his man with strength. Handballs backwards. Listen for the voice. Oosterhoff again goes long, does the big man. And that ball's been kicked to Aberglasson. And again, when the wind gets hold of that ball, it just moves it so far right to the far screen. It's not funny.
And just to let everybody know as well, the format for quarters in terms of time is 20 minutes straight, no time on, David. So just 20 minutes of play time.
Okay.
20 or 25? No, 25. Sorry, 25.
I think 25 might be
but
right.
Just in previous years, we've had time off. So just to clear that, there is no time off. It's just straight.
Righto, mate. Thank you for that. And just in case it does happen, if it's drawn at the end of the regulation, it's 5 minutes each way. Good mark, Jackson. On the wing, looks for his runners, gets one. Scott goes forward. At the back, ball picked up there by Connor Riley. Good grab, good judgment. To the right-hand end of screen, Blokes are picking up lots of marks behind the play because of this breeze. It's very fluky. Well marked, Amity. He's got a great start as Drano. Little short left foot kick's awful. Doesn't really hit anybody. Picked up by Kidd. In and under Keast. They're all trying to stay on their feet. Mitchell Knight gets Wamboozled off his feet. Keast and Wright are in there. At the back. Trying to get it out. Mifsud finds Kidd. Kidd goes down the line. Punch comes out. There's Rawnsley. And that's Durbridge, who's been in terrific form and gone, actually. Commentators Moz. Banfield are free. Liam Banfield, I beg your pardon. Marking contest, got brought to ground, another punch forward. Coming straight through is Liam Banfield again. Tough early. Jackson, got to get rid of it, he's in trouble. Banfield, Jackson again, smothered off the boot. Kidd, should have been over the shoulder on O'Malley, not paid. Scott gets their hands free. Finds Liam Dwyer. And picked off back there by Ustav playing. Keep behind the player, Louis.
Thought about Amity there. Ustav in the corridor, but thought against it. Runs around on an arc and goes deep, long inside forward 50, David.
That's not a bad kick. At least that's getting it to the hot spot and not too far out in that dead pocket, Louis. Out there's Fogarty. Left footer comes down the line and they've cleared the area. Kavanagh. Oh, good step. Beats his man. Just gets away now. Enright. Bundled out over the line by Calvin Bond. Ball on centre wing. There's been no score here yet at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. And at this time, Lucas, is 4.5 minutes, correct? Your thoughts?
Correct, David. No, both sides are just trying to get gauge that wind and how effective it's been so far, David. And you could just see right then the ball taken from right to left to screen from that throw-in.
O'Malley with Scott Reed about to come on. And what's going to be interesting is watch the discipline of the Rovers and followers if the ball goes sideways in the ruck contest because they can't touch it. Oh, piggyback contest there. Amity on top of O'Malley. Ball again on centre wing in front of the Bradford Hotel sign. No score yet. 5 minutes gone here at Max McMahon Oval. Bruin picking up, and that is just doing all sorts of things to the ball. Little handball comes out, Scott. Jackson gets a kick out. Can he keep it in? He can. Lewis, Keast, the big man. Good tackle, Lewis. Should be held in, yeah, no opportunity. And a ball up. And Missel trying to pick, and Amity trying to pick on Keast. Bit out of your weight division, guys, I would have thought. Mitchell Knight. Enright. 7 premierships in Black Diamond Cup for Newcastle City. What a remarkable effort.
Killarney Vale coach Scott Reed's just come on, David. It looks like he's staying forward of the ball as well.
Thank you. Going backwards they are. Lewis gets it out of bounds. Over near the fence. Newcastle City asking for deliberate and not paid. Lewis appears to have hurt a right foot or right leg. He's a bit proppy over there, Brendan Lewis. Not in a good state at the moment. Watch the ball move in the air here. Goes way left. Keast is the only one that can touch it because Ustav's out of there. Knight with a left foot goes down the line. That should be out of bounds on the full. And will be a free kick to Brendan Lewis, who seems to have recovered from that slight knock to his right foot. Kavanagh's on the mark. Very tight early on here at Rutherford. Ground in good nick, hard and fast. Blustery breeze left right. It's about 21, 22 degrees. It's a lovely day. Good mark, Mitchell Knight. Oh, he gets straight over the mark and paid. So Richie Lyons is encroached on the 10-metre zone. Now this should be within kicking distance, especially kicking down breeze. Darryl Lusk giving him a nice old 50 here, Lucas. That is 50 at least. And Mitchell Knight's going to be kicking from no more than 20 metres out. Lucas?
You expect someone of Mitchell Knight's skill and class to put this through for the first goal of the match, David. After will be 7 minutes elapsed time from when he kicks his ball through. Fairly long run up too, David.
Stay with it, Lucas.
Here we go. Mitch Knight. He should be kept this low. No. Post height and goes straight through the middle. First goal of the game and first goal for Newcastle City. Mitchell Knight. 1 straight 6 leading Killarney Vale. No score.
Hunter Haval, looking for a feature backpack premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval on the range of affordable SUVs, starting from just $22,990 drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today. And on their Facebook page this week, they've still got some models from demonstrator models still available at a fantastic price. Get into Hunter Haval at East Maitland and Cardiff and check them out. They've got some great deals, lovely cars, and we thank them for their sponsorship.
Not what you want, David, giving away a 50-metre free kick to provide the first goal of the game, especially in semi-final football.
And from something as simple as a 10-metre infraction, Lucas. Well done, Keast. Jackson, I beg your pardon, got his body into Ustav. Amity, who's got a million touches early on, goes long. Baker. And Baker gets the football eventually. That ball's going to sit up in the air. Contest there, Batten, who's just come on the ground. Goes with his right. Straight down the spine. Keast in a contest. Stays on his feet. Well read by Cartwright. Here's a chance. Max Quinlan's could go square. He's got someone running across. Can't hit him. Oh, that's in the back. Against Gillingham and to Connor Riley. Easy decision there. Riley off one stab. Got to take that mark. Tim Ustav does.
He can go wider again, David.
He can. Ustav's actually moving all right, Louis. That was a good step. And he should go long. Goes with a little wedge, actually. And he's going to find Scott Reid out in distance, in company. Gets a handball back off Mifsud. Reid's going to go with a check side kick that goes about 25 or 30 metres. Ends up towards Waters, who's got the Dane Amity haircut working on later. That's going to be interesting later on, Louis. Van Twistee been playing good representative football this year, and that should be Ustav, who's, again, in that spot, he's so dangerous, and he's got a long right boot. He's got to go to the left side of the ground, which he does. Awful kick, really, and poor disposal. City a chance to rebound. Dwyer, Jackson. Lovely handball to Crawford. One bounce. Who's he going to find? Goes long. Real chance here. Quinlan's to the side. It's out of bounds. Umpire John Sullivan, and City. It's actually hit the post, Louis. Hit the behind post. So it'll be a throw in. City in a dangerous area, leading by one straight. 1-6. Mitchell Knight, the only goal of the game. Killarney Vale yet to score. 9.5 elapsed time. Lucas J.
Once again, Breeze playing havoc early in this game, David. A flat throw there from umpire Fally. Jackson gets a tap out, trying to kick this ball forward. Ustav cleans the ball up. Ball is touched, I think, to the outer side, and is disposed of out of bounds, David. So there'll be a boundary throw in about 35 or 40 metres around from Newcastle City's attacking goal, with almost 10 minutes elapsed time gone in this first quarter.
You made a point of saying that the last boundary umpire the throw-in was low. That's the way they should do it all day in this weather. Let's see if he does it again. Does. And that gives the ruckman a fair chance like that, Louis. So very well done by the boundary umpire there. Not Colin Goodenough. That's
Chris Valley,
Chris
David.
Valley, thank you. Oh, handball coming out. Out towards Thompson. Goes wide to the attacking side. Gillingham in front. Goes backwards with a 15-metre handball. 25-metre handball now. Long way back. They've gone back a kick now, Newcastle City. Controlled it. Watling, good mover. And that was Triffett up forward, who's kicked quite a few goals lately. So interesting, Triffett playing up forward, right in the square. That's really interesting. He was named at back pocket, and he's gone to full forward. So, as usual, the naming of the players is totally irrelevant. Keast taps it out to the advantage of Simpson. Good back from Simpson is. Jackson in front. That's a mark, not paid. Ustav putting pressure on. Little short handball comes out. Max Quinn, a lovely step. Can he hit someone with a short pass? He can't. Looking for Keast, couldn't he get him? Dwyer, good tackle, gets a handball out eventually. Another one comes out. Good defence, Killarney Vale. Ball comes over here to Batten. Lovely work time, Malley. Can he beat a man? He does. Gets rid of the ball. Batten gets a little short kick in under all sorts of pressure, Newcastle City. Simpson, a good handball out. Mifsud, usually a good user, drives a low ball into open pasture, really. That's not the siren, that's somebody else in the background. And Durbridge will pick him up. He's left-footed now. Is he going to go square to Van Twistee? He doesn't. Finds Dwyer and he pushes out of a pack and takes a good solid mark. He comes attacking side. Looking for Stephen Scott. Drags his player out. Should have been free kick against him. Not paid. Crawford snaps one around the side. Looking for Gillingham. Couldn't get him. Good defence. Killarney Vale being resolute in the last few minutes. Simpson. Well, that's out of bounds and paid. I thought that Riley had taken that over, and he had. Colin Goodenough right in position. 1-6 after to 0 in front of City. 12 minutes gone. Colin Goodenough with the footy. Let's see how he throws this in. Good throw in. Keast dumps it forward. That can't go out in the full. Doesn't. Crawford in front. Good Shepherd. Dwyer screws it across the goal. Oh! Geordie should have taken that one, Triffett. Very unselfish. And Cartwright smartly gets it out of bounds in the back pocket. Lucas.
Yeah. Newcastle City now starting to get some more ball inside their forward 50. Therefore, their very experienced backline getting sorted out behind the ball.
Oosterhoff in this contest. No, he's not. He's called Banfield in. with Keast. That should be out of bounds on the full, is it? No, it's out of bounds on the bounce in front of Crawford. So low scoring with this wind. It's very difficult to actually score. It's blustery and it's a windy old day here in Maitland. Rutherford, I beg your pardon. Mitchell Knight drops it. Out comes Convey. Convey gets the ball. Has to have a quick handball. Mitchell Knight and Oosterhoff. Mitchell Knight uses that body low and gets the ball out of bounds. Half forward flank for City. With this breeze, City really need to kick a couple more goals, though, I would have thought.
Yeah. And to add to my last point, David, even this early in the game, I don't think Killarney Vale can allow Newcastle City to have any loose plays behind the football.
I totally agree. Ball comes out to centre half forward. Picked up there by Durbridge. Get the ball back. He's a lefty. Can he get onto his left? He can't. Handball and no one really. Ends up with Quinlan on the deck. Very good contest made there by Kenobi. And away they go. Oh, poor kick, Waters. Coming across here. Cross goals. That's dangerous. Got to be poised here, Dwyer. Misses the big shirt front. Baker. Short ball. Picked up. That's over the shoulder, I would have thought. Simpson goes for the check side kick. Punching needed. Mark, good, well read. Really well read. Goes forward with a lovely right foot kick that's gone 65. Mifsud's got first dibs at this. Goes with the handball. Dangerous. Now what can Gillingham do? Can he make him pay? Ball comes back. Triffett. Scrubby kick. Keast! Keast reading the play very well. Takes a good mark at really halfway between centre half forward and full forward. And Breeze at a 2-goal limit at the 2-goal level at the moment. He's kicking straight downwind. It's only direction. It's not distance. Cameron Keast. Done it. Second goal Newcastle City. First goal Cam Keast. Newcastle City 2 straight 12. Killarney Vale yet to score after 15 minutes. Lucas James Hone.
Belmont 16-footer sailing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
Wednesday night, Lucas.
Sure is, David.
How are your pies going?
Scully kicking the first goal. Jack Watts kicked the next 3 and back to 1 point. The difference.
Jack Watts, he's an enigma, that lad. Jackson, double-hander. Lovely tap, really. Out towards Scott. Ball handball to centre half forward. Keast putting a big tackle on, and in fact it's just a bit big and caught over the shoulder. Injury here. I think that is one of the Banfields, possibly Jaden, and he's in a bad way. He is struggling. He's in all sorts with a
left.
It's left leg.
Knee.
Is it knee? Let's have a look at where he's holding. It's below the knee, Lucas. It's sort of down low in there, just beneath. It might actually be his knee. Let's have a look. Sean Riedel out there. He can only put. It's a knee. He can only put any pressure on that at all. And it should be a free kick. Play shouldn't be stopped unless they get a stretcher. Away go Killarney Vale downfield as the breeze picks up. Right down towards centre wing, and that ball will go out of bounds. Again, you've got to be smart today. You've got to attack down the flank closest to the com box. If you go outside, it is in purgatory. And that is, I think that's Jaden Banfield, and I don't think he'll be back. He's absolutely can put no pressure on his left leg at all. Jackson, not for the first time, double-handed. Dwyer, lovely step. One bounce, Dwyer. Gets onto his natural kicking foot. Gets to Gillingham, who's deadly just hasn't been his quarter, Patrick Gillingham. And as Banfield comes off, and he's going to be replaced by Scott Reed, he immediately held that left knee, and I don't think he'll be back, Louis.
And that's what they're going to have to do when they're kicking against the breeze. Newcastle City players like Dwyer and Mitch Knight, Jackson Crawford rather, are going to have to run and carry to get this ball to the left of screen.
Indeed. Oh, good tackle. Umpire says play on. Batten gets a kick out. That should go out of bounds with the breeze, and does. Into the hoardings over there. And we have scores of 2 straight. Can I have a score, please, Lucas? Singo and Warners Bay at Muswellbrook. So just an updated score. Singleton 4 points. If you'd offered first goal to see Cyril Nicola, I'd have said you'd have taken 1,000,000 to 1. And Warners Bay 1-4-10. So windy up there at Muswellbrook. Warners Bay up by 1 straight kick. Give you scores throughout the day. Long kick coming out here. Out of bounds. Hopefully it doesn't go over the fence. It doesn't. And we have an out of bounds ball, just on half forward flank. And it's 12 points to City. 2 straight. Killarney Vale yet to score. In we go. Oh, intercepted Jackson cleverly. Off the baton. Where are the big men? They're flying. Almost taking a mark. Just brought to ground. Triffett. Mitchell Knight does get a handball out to that. Dwyer, who's been very good at, gets a short ball out. Well read by Connor Riley, and away they go. Chance here for Killarney Vale. Amity, lovely. Away goes the veteran. Has a bounce. You'll hear more about that tonight, that he's had a bounce, Louis. And picked off straight away. Baker down the... poor. Unusually poor disposal. O'Malley does go short and hits his man. Is that 50? No. Running on is Watling. And a lovely pass. First time today, Patrick Gillingham's... Is that Gillingham? Yeah, I think that's Patrick. No, it's not. Just wait to see what that number... Gillingham's got a headband on, I think.
Headband and the longer hair as well, David.
I reckon this could be Triffett, Louis. Yeah, pretty convinced this is Cade Triffett now. He'll be kicking, ladies and gentlemen, from... There's the 50-metre line. Where's his run up? 35 or 38. Gets it up in the air. Likes it. And another goal to City. And already for mine, they're looking a bit very handy for today. Goal to Cade Triffett. And yes, it was. 3 goals straight City. Killarney Vale yet to score. Lucas.
GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also a proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
That they are. Paul Keller will be up there cheering his Roosters on today against Warners Bay at Wirraman Field in Muswellbrook, in the other semi-final being played today. Singleton 4th, Warners Bay 5th. And this is the 3 versus 6 semi-final. Newcastle City 3 and Killarney Vale 6. Jackson and Oosterhoff. Ball just goes... Yeah, it's very hard to be an umpire today. Oosterhoff with his 7th or 8th touch. He's been very good today. Slightly wounded with a bit of a niggle, but he's going very well. Reed, good use of his left. Picked off very cleverly by Adam Johnson. One of the number of redheads. At least he's right-footed, Lucas. I might be able to pick him up. Jackson Crawford. Leeds coming down this flank. Oosterhoff, good punch. Good football, Tim Oosterhoff. Was behind in front of Scott. And Oosterhoff gets it out on centre wing right at the interchange gates. Triffett comes off and is replaced by Hayden Kavanagh.
Just had to stop there half a second, did Scott, and Oosterhoff doing the right thing, coming over the top and defensively punching to the boundary line.
Jackson, two-handed, magnificent tap, really. Now, here's a chance. Chance for Waters. Got some space. What can he do? Short ball, Reed. That's where we're going to put it. Now, even with someone of Reed's immense kicking ability, this will be tough. Goes quickly. Goes to the right with the breeze. Holds up. Anyone roving? And under pressure puts that through. First score, Killarney Vale. Killarney Vale 1 behind. Newcastle City 3 straight after 21 and a half minutes here at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. Lucas Holmes and David Redden with you, and our man Kendall from Bar TV, as always, providing the great shots. Straight down the spine. Jackson, Oosterhoff. Oosterhoff's been doing a lot of good work at ground level. Misses that one, however. Reed gets a little kick out, smothered by Watling. Goes low, stays on his feet importantly. Touch ball, no mark to Carrick. He's not aware of it yet. Keese gets into ground. Yes, umpiring, good decision, umpire, because the player with the football wasn't aware that it had been touched, and he's entitled to have holding the man there. Good tackle, Keese. Not quite Taylor Walker from last week, Lucas Holmes.
No.
Oosterhoff, Jackson. Oosterhoff left-handed that time. Amity gets rid of it somehow with upper body strength. Crawford's got a chance to run. Goes down the line. Lovely kick, actually. Kicked it to space. Gillingham and Keese, and it goes out of bounds. But he does gain 60 minutes for his team. 18, Newcastle City, 3 straight. Killarney Vale, the 1 behind. 21, 22 and 3/4 minutes gone. Lucas, update Singleton, please. Sorry, Muswellbrook. While we've got a quick break. Warners Bay kicking away there. McGuinness and Hardman. Warners Bay 3-4. Singleton 4 behinds. Amity another kick. Oosterhoff just gets it on the half volley. Waters roving off him. That's where he should be. Comes out to Combock's side. No, it won't be a contest. Oh, he should have taken that. He had a look, I reckon, Blaine. Gets a second chance to do something about it. Free kick back here. Lucas.
And he's paid 50 metres as well, David.
What for?
Must have been the disposal. Oh, no, he said 50 metres. Yeah, he has paid 50 metres, Darryl Luck. Must have been the disposal after the ball. Must have been fairly crude to pay 50.
Yeah, missed it. I was watching the footy. Blaine. Not really sure what to do here. Goes short to his coach, and that's always a good thing. That'll always win you votes and beers.
And we'll run around on his right.
Got to kick up left side. What a beautiful kick. He's got a big piece of that. It's going to go out of bounds at the back, is it? Out of bounds on the bounce. So just to give you an indication, if you are kicking from that pocket, you've almost got to kick it at the left behind post. It's that strong, that breeze up high. And while we're talking, that breeze is actually abated again. It's now just a small, slight breeze, but it has been a bit fluky and blustery today, and there's quarter time. Quarter time here at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. Newcastle City 3 goals straight. Killarney Vale 1 point. Goals to Mitchell Knight, Cade Triffett and Cameron Keast. Lucas, before we go to break, your thoughts?
Very interesting start. Both teams are sort of struggling to get to terms with the breeze, David, but once Newcastle City got that ball inside forward 50 and kept it in there for a long period of time, as soon as they had their backline set up, so as soon as Killarney Vale hastily cleared it, it was coming straight back in.
Indeed. 17 points of difference. We'll have a short break here at Max McMahon and be back with you shortly. Back with you here at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. Lucas, is that the quarter time? It is. So Warners Bay 3-4-22, leading Singleton 4 behinds at Werriman Field. Goals to Nickel, McGuinness and Hardman. And here, Newcastle City 3 straight, leading Killarney Vale 1 point. Goals here, Mitchell Knight, Cade Triffett and Cam Keast. Lucas Holmes.
Yes, David.
Cardiff and Wine Lakes tomorrow. I think that's an interesting game of football, especially with the outs of the Carter Football Club. No Jones, no Walker. Then the other two we were discussing on a televiewers.
As long as no Jones, no Walker, no Zach Metcalf, and no Marcus Delure from what you said earlier, he's had issues with his AC joint in his shoulder, David?
Yes, well, that's the only place there is an AC joint. There isn't an AC joint anywhere else in your body. Lucas is just nodding his head. So, yes, on a serious note, that's very interesting. Wyong Lakes, I thought last week against a struggling Gosford side, were convincing.
Yep.
I tell you who's going to have to pay well for Cardiff is Yench.
That's going to be mouthful. Yench and Toss. That's going to be an awesome battle to watch.
I think Braden Toz, the fact that he won the Grand medal last year is no fluke. I think Braden Toz is good enough to be representative football at the next level. You remember how Ustav played against a 6 foot 337 bloke in Canberra and actually had a good day out, especially in the second half. Now that's Jaden Banfield over here. If you can stay there, please, Kendall. You could see the ice on his left knee. I guarantee you he's gone for those. Sean Reader won't let him back out. So that's bad news for Killarney. Loses them a rotation and also loses them a big tall in the back line. And you imagine that City will expose that. Now the breeze is picked up again. Kendall, if you could just pan back over to that far side and show our viewers. There's the trees at the top, really going strong at the moment. So very interesting to see how Newcastle City go about it. Again, you have to attack from the combox wing. If you're on the far side, forget about it. Jackson and Ustav. Lucas, go.
I was going to say, Jack, with the rotations, is fine. Jackson starting in the ruck. And in the second quarter, we're underway, David.
Ball impossible to judge. Ustav judges at best. Oh, flying through Mac O'Malley. Straight down the guts. Mark! Triffett, that's a grab. Now, this will test Cade with this breeze. It'll require everything. He's got to kick it to the left side of the behind post, and the breeze will push it to the right. He's going to kick from, where's that arc? Where's the man on the mark? I think he'll kick from about 46 or 47 metres out, Lucas, maybe 45.
So with his run up, though, you can see on the screen, he's just going over the square now.
Yeah, and there's the 50-metre arc.
And into the 50.
Yeah, 45, 46, yep. Gets it up in the air. Sits on its end. And
Has that been touched?
Keith just let that go. And that's a goal. So you could see that ball just sit on its end. Goodness me. Newcastle City, a valuable goal into the breeze. 4 straight. Killarney Vale 1 point. And for mine, Lucas, this is looking very ominous for a difficult afternoon for Killarney Vale. Lucas Holmes.
ISC have been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years. And they're proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
We're wearing ISC today. And in the shade over here, it's quite warm there. I'm actually getting a bit cool in here. It's quite pleasant under the cover.
Oh, wow. That's got to be recalled.
Rethrow that, honestly. That was awful, what the ball did there. Mifsud gets it forward. Jabor at centre-half forward. Jackson Crawford, who is lightning fast, misses the ball. Rankin comes onto his right, goes with an inverted reverse barrel, which is the only way to describe that. Waters pops it up in the air. Reed coming hard. Chance Jabor. What's Shams Jabor done? Out of bounds, I think.
Yep. Missed everything, just sliding against the breeze to the far side of the goals. We'll have a boundary throw in. No more than 5 or 6 metres around from Killarney Vale's attacking goal with just over 2 minutes of elapsed time gone here in this second quarter.
Looking at the trees near us, that breeze has actually swung around a bit. It's almost going across the ground now. So it'll be interesting to see how the players manage it. Reed, a good thump through, and that's a rush behind. And Killarney Vale's second score today. Killarney Vale 2 behinds. Newcastle City 4 straight 24 here at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. Bar TV. Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup. Liam Dwyer, who's been brilliant today, just takes a step too many there. Gets a handball out. Scott trips over his own man. Out of there comes Batten. Durbridge gets it going long. Tap forward. Keast. Ustav cleans bowls 5 of them. Ustav handballs it out. Lewis. Long handball. Puts his mate under pressure. Convey. Good candy sold by Convey. Does a good job there. Where are the forwards? Where are the guys at Lions? Baker, lovely settle play. Knight, geez, some experience there. Baker to Knight. Lucas, your pens are flying everywhere. Mitchell Knight comes attacking side. This is the flank. Keats roving this time. Unusual for a 6'3" bloke who's 105 kilos. Good grab. Really good mark. Rawnsley, very settled player. Goes low. Ball drops. Josh Mitchell right in the centre where he needs to be. Keister's got Banfield for company. Liam, he'll carve him up if he gets body on body. Amity will try and step on his left. He does very well, Amity, and beats Scott from the side. Oh, pushed out, I thought, against Reed that time. Van Huisteed gets that lay on the line. Drops them. They drop the mark. Amity can't beat the man this time. What's Miffy going to do with this one, Lucas? Gets it at ground level. Still on the ball. Good tackle, though. Well done, Mifsud. Chance Jabeur. Can he get his hands on it? Oh, that's deliberate. Not paid. Oh, Lucas Holmes. Sorry, I reckon that's a blatant deliberate, but anyway. I know he's under pressure.
But, yeah, you still got to make every effort to kick the ball in.
Yeah, straight to the line. Jackson gets that tap. Can't be picked up. Held in there on Rankin. O'Malley coming through. Newcastle City have done very well. Triffitt's got the leap here. Drops a sitter. Should have taken that one, Cade. Coming through, Mac O'Malley, very steady player, good rep player this year. And a good mark, Gillingham. Not paid. It was dropped. Thank you. Gillingham beats the tackle. What's Patrick done here? Got it forward.
It was touched as well, I think, David.
And is going to run through from behind. It's kept in brilliantly. If that's a goal, Jordan Harrison, what a great effort. Another goal to City, and they are looking specials to win today. Jordan Harrison, 44, Lucas.
Thank you, David.
Newcastle City 5 straight 30. Killarney Vale 0 goals, 2 behinds, 2 points. Lucas James Holmes.
Prime 7 in 2018. Prime 7 has every big game live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round and 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
And when our coverage is finished this afternoon, everybody can switch on to Prime to watch the massive Sydney derby. GWS and those other team in red and white.
Yeah,
whose name we won't mention.
Yeah.
Who beat Collingwood recently, didn't they?
Thanks, David.
Yeah, no problems. You were there, weren't you, Lucas?
I was. Will be a very interesting game with Josh Kelly and Heath Shaw out for GWS and Zach Jones in for Sydney, David.
I was asked by my man Dan Foster if I was confident about the Giants winning. I'm not. Mifsud on the left, smothered. Done that well. There's Johnston. Tries to get Amity out of the way. Does. Gets the ball out. Almost dragged out of it. Johnston again got the sun cream on today. It's that warm, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a joke, especially for redheads. Mitchell Knight. Down the line. That ball swerved in that breeze and gone out of bounds. Lucas, score check Wirraman, please, while we have a break.
It's not updated.
Yes, you need the semicircle of death. And live scoring's decided to chuck itself in. We'll come back shortly to that score. Nothing yet? Okay, come back to that shortly. Away they go, City. Harrison, last goal, very cleverly done.
Throw. He's paid a throw,
And
yeah.
of course, commentator's minds Brendan Lewis. He's recovered from that right foot injury. Shanks that kick. But Oosterhoff running freely. A lovely kick, really, to Carrick. Jabeur goes backwards for the handball to Convey. Convey's clever. Well shepherded Jabeur. Good football, Killarney Vale. Reed's got Van Huisteed for company. Out of there comes Simpson. Goes long to absolutely no one. And that's a behind. Killarney Vale 0-3, 3 points. Newcastle City 5 straight 30. And still can't get you a score up there at Musselbrook, I do beg your pardon. Straight down the spine, into the square. Keast on his own. Oh, well done, Banfield. Out of there comes Baker. Handball, Rawnsley the other one. 2 left-footed rangers up there. Gee, they're experienced. Lovely, clever handball. And one more and they're out. Another one, sorry. Durbridge gets that away in front of us. Thompson in front here. Triffitt has the run at it. Doesn't go to ground now.
Not paid.
Could have been Lucas. You were saying high on
against the attacker. Against Triffitt, yeah.
Thank you. Not paid. Lucas Holmes, our umpiring expert. Big body contest, Oosterhoff and Keast. Neither one gets the ball. O'Malley, who's been brilliant. Oh, good tackle, Brendan Lewis. Absolutely brilliant tackle. Great upper body strength because O'Malley was away. 30-3, 27 points of difference, 8.5 gone here at Maximum Art Oval at Rutherford in the second quarter. Oh, that ball's just swung like a boomerang. It's almost impossible for ruckman. Out of there comes Easthoff, left-footed, smothered straight away. Amity misses, picks it up, again drops it. Hassled by Mitchell Knight. Off the ground, gets it 30 metres forward. Max Quinlan got the white bike pants on today's Maxi. Goes short, misses his man. Out there to Banfield. Drano's got the football again. He's got a lot of touches, smothered. Even money ball here. Back it comes. Left foot straight across the head. Dangerous. Well done by Carrick. Dragged out of that over the shoulder, I thought. Not paid. Keast, the big man. Staying on their feet. Watling. Another holding the man decision. This time Waters gets the free kick. Looks like Dane Amity's love child with that haircut, doesn't he?
There's a Killarney Vale play down in back play as well. That might be Amity, actually, David.
Thank you. Good tackle made by Rawnsley. Kansas City gets some footy here. A high tackle against Miffy. High tackle against Mifsud. Poor kick. Can Cartwright make him pay? It's a 1-on-2 back here. Good contest by Kenobi. Gets his man to ground. Still at it, Kenobi. Can't pick it up. Hassle by Rawnsley. Rawnsley, vastly experienced. Gets it to Batten. Another poor disposal. Waters got a chance. Tap back by O'Malley. Looking for hands. Can he get it back? He can't. Dwyer's in there. He's been outstanding today. Out by Thompson. Johnston with the sunscreen. That's a very clever kick. He's found his man. No, sorry, this is Jordan Harrison now. Little left foot kick. This is the attacking side of the ground. Mitchell Knight can't get there. Brendan Lewis goes forward. Another poor kick. Flying down the grounds, Watling. He's usually a good user. Goes long. At least it's a decent kick. Gets it up. Jackson misses. Handball coming out. Oosterhoff at the back. Lewis needs to get it back to Rooster. Way goes Oosterhoff, the big man in full flight. Three-quarter wedges it. Beautiful disposal to Amity. Good football, Killarney Vale. Can Amity find someone? Reed out in front. He's clever from there. Oh, he has it. Oh, he has. He's kicked at it with a check side. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That will look superb on replay. Killarney Vale 139. Newcastle City 5 goals straight 30. Lucas Holmes.
Star 104.5 FM. Star 104.5 plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005.
That is so clever, honestly. It's like watching Leon Davis and blokes like that. Just clever, no room to move. And Scott Reed now onto the ball. I think that's his reward for kicking that goal. Great football. Oosterhoff, Lewis, Amity, good football. They're better play, stepping up. This is what they've got to do, Louis.
Something they need to do. Need one more at least to get right back in this game, David. Still trailing by 21 points.
Next stoppage, please, Weirman.
Yep.
Cue. Keast into the ruck. He'll try and crash into Oosterhoff and use his body. Well done, Keast. Holds his ground. Reed. Dropped by Batten. Keast onto the ball. Gets a handball out somehow. Mitchell Knight. Handball out from Mitchell Knight. Eventually finds Baker, who's gone forward. Blaine with him. Baker playing out of position in the forward line. And I thought Knight was pushed in the back, not paid. Short ball comes down the line. Is that going to stay in? No, that's gone to Aberglassen in front of Gillingham, who's been really quiet today. They've done a good job on him. That's Riley. We've got to break, yep. Lucas. Weirham in field, please. That ball's gone down the hill. Okay, so scores there. Warners Bay, 3 goals, 7-25. I reckon it's Bustery and Singleton 5 behinds. Warners Bay up by 20 points at Weirham Field. Thank you, Lucas.
No worries, David. A bit of time to kill while this ball is retrieved from down the
I missed my chair today, Louis. I'm missing my chair so I can lean back.
Don't want to fall backwards?
No. Yeah. And Lucas didn't want the tables to topple down, and I don't think the Bar TV guys would have either with this expensive gear. So that's what we got to do.
Perfect view here, David, right on the centre line here.
With an aspect and height. It's a good spot. It's a good spot to commentate from. Next week we're Sport, Newcastle number 1, and then Adelaide Street, my friend.
Yeah. Although tomorrow, another place where we haven't broadcasted as yet this season, David, at Don Small Oval at Tacoma. Should be a very intriguing contest, as we've alluded to earlier.
Wyon Lakes have got to come out and fly at them straight away. They've just got to go hell for leather early and get at some scores. Now, with Zachariah Metcalf not playing, who gets McFan? Chad Mayo?
Mayo.
Is he big enough to handle McFan? Is there anyone in the current Cardiff backline that can spot up McFan body for body?
You've got me here, actually. As you said, Metcalf would obviously be the one to go straight to. It's going to be very interesting if they have just one player go to him, or they rotate a number of players with him through him. You wouldn't think Tomlinson would go to him because he's sort of that float off, close to the ground, sort of chop off defender.
They want him in the rebounding attack.
Yep.
Injury down here to Hayden Kavanagh in front of us, so it's out of bounds on the full. They've got the football eventually. And poor kick again. Good tackle, Triffett. Very good. That really was an average kick. And, must have been lucky not to be holding the ball, but probably given us no opportunity now. Ustov's back here with Jackson. Goodness me, the ruckman have got no chance. Jackson. Batten. Simpson held in. You're almost better off having a basketball tip where it just gets thrust up a couple of feet. It's just swerving so far. Ruckman have got to be really smart with their footwork here at the moment. There's a decent contest. Jackson wins it. Enright, who's been very quiet, goes tunnel ball. Waters gets a handball out. Banfield, Liam held in. Umpire says, I'll have that, thank you. So we have almost 15 minutes gone. Killarney 1-3, steadying this quarter, although they're kicking with the breeze, mostly. Jackson, Oosterhoff, Waters. Gets around on his right and gets decent purchase on that one. Marking Tosters. Quinlan out the back. Reed struggling to hold his feet. Key stays on his feet, does the big man. Looking short, at least gets it to a decent contest. Quinlan, Carrick, good body strength, Carrick. Van Huisted and Blaine. Blaine should go over the soccer here, and he doesn't. Steps over it. Almost holding. Well done by Van Huisted. Reed at the back. Goes long. Smart play. Watling gets one hand to it. Over there is Rawnsley and gets it out of bounds. Elapsed time is 15 3/4 minutes here at Maximilian Oval in Rutherford. And Lucas Holmes... 1 more point Warners Bay. Warners Bay up by 21 at Weirman. 21 points of difference there. And 21, unbelievably 21 here as well. Keese gets that one after it was almost completely missed by Kenobi. And it goes out of bounds. So again, we believe that he's still got ice in that knee. So the Killarney Vale are down to 21 men. Jaden Banfield's done for the day after suffering a knee injury in a marking contest. Let's have a look at the ball move here. Now, good throw in. Favours Keith slightly. Gets the tap. Reed goes long again. Scrubby kick and picked off by Baker. Comes down the wing. Lewis misses what he should have taken. Thompson will make him pay. Goes long but goes in across field into Death Valley. It's almost impossible to pick that ball up. Oosterhoff will come around on his right. Shanks the kick. He's prone to do that, the big fella. Batten. Comes to the attacking side. Harrison can't take the mark. Carrick on his non-dominant. Gets rid of it. Watling. Coming hard was Kenobi. Reed on the left. And look at the ball go. It just bounces and bounces and bounces, and it's down the hill. Break. We've got a break here. Killarney have actually been quite solid in the last 7 or 8 minutes, haven't they, Louis?
They have, David, and as we saw just then, and we've already seen a number of times throughout the day, as you would expect, especially in these conditions, David, Tim Oosterhoff, as he does so well, playing that kick behind the play, sort of floating on that half-back flank role for Killarney Vale, picking up a number of touches as you've anointed to.
Ball comes in. Keith is dominant at the moment. Reed sharks it, however, goes with his left. Gets it up to the bound. Oh, good mark in front of Amity taken by Durbridge. Very clever mark, Durbridge. Looks for Dwyer. Got to put pressure on him. He's got recovery here, Dwyer, and away he goes. Should be too quick and is. Dwyer's been outstanding. Goes long, 60 metres. Van Huisted's been thrust forward now. Nice smooth mover is Badden's got time. Can he deliver? Good contest there in the backs. Banfield comes out to the wing. Good punch. Now should step his man and hit the hot spot. Scott, no, goes unselfishly. Thompson shanks the kick again. Over Enright, and that should go out and does. Gee, it's hard to kick. It's hard to kick down that end, isn't it, Lucas? It's really exposed down there.
It is, and it's just dragging the ball every time straight into that dead pocket, as you said, David. It's very hard to get the ball out there and back to this open side.
Indeed it is. In comes the ball. Oosthoff again. They can't go out in the full. Doesn't. Thompson and Kidd. Kidd's done very well. Will handball to himself here and get another posse. Second handball. Carrick. Watling. Oh, over the shoulder. Has to be paid, Rawnsley. Now should play advantage, and they have it. It was continuous. Mitchell Knight's away. Handball goes backwards 15 minutes. 15 minutes finds O'Malley. Again, a kick. Gillingham's getting absolutely destroyed by his teammates. The delivery has not been good. Out towards Convey.
2 on 1.
2 on 1. Big ask for the young man. Convey comes back, though. Well done, NJ Convey. Gets it forward and a good delivery to Waters. 2 on 1. Poor kick. Poor kick. Rawnsley. To O'Malley. Newcastle City to mine are very settled, Lucas. Know what they're doing. Batten. The only thing they're letting themselves down with is delivery to Gillingham. Scott's on his own over here on the wing. Misses him. Now he's found him, and he's still on his own and should go. Steps inside. Gets that into a... Oh, goodness me. Well read Oosthoff, but a poor kick, really. Off goes the Rooster. Handball off to Blaine. Correction, Kidd. Now, here's Kenobi. Here's a chance. Can he pick the ball up? Pressure coming Watling. Pressure coming O'Malley. Watling's away. Got time. Short ball. Good contest, Amity. Coming through the middle's Lions. No, it's not Lions. It's actually... That's Walford that late in. Keast. Gets it forward. Little handball out. Thompson's clever. Mitchell Knight usually got excellent hands. Matthew Enright's got a chance. He's now as his natural left. Can he deliver? That's the first ball today that's been delivered properly to Patrick Gillingham. Now, Lucas, I was talking about this earlier. This is a tremendously difficult kick. He's looking to kick this about 4 foot over the goal umpire's head only and take out the breeze, and he's got to go left side.
But the issue is here, David, is that he's fairly close. He's only going to be kicking from about 20 or 25 metres. That is not going to allow the wind to carry it that much, so he can't go too far left as you'd think he would.
League's leading goal kicker. What's he done? Shanked it badly. That's a mark, is it, or out of bounds on the full? Out of bounds on the full, and a free kick to Tim Oosterhoff. He's allowed us down there, Timothy. Shanks the kick. Gets it up in the air. Keys almost one-handed. He'll look to give it off. Goes attacking side. Another poor disposal. Goes backwards, actually, Thompson. Max Quinlan. Good delivery. Bit of quality from Quinlan. This will test Mitchell Knight, Lucas Holmes. He will be kicking from... Where's that man on the mark?
Man on the mark's probably about 47 or 46.
Yeah, almost just, I reckon, just inside 50. This will test him. Has to go left goal post at the very least. Mitchell Knight. Shanked it again. Oh, no, he hasn't this time. It just sat up right in the air. Unbelievable. 14's Riley. Oh, smothered. Dilly-dallying too much. Out of bounds. Good work, Newcastle City. They're probably like a goal here. They've kicked 2 goals to 1 this quarter. They've been steady, and they're up by 21.
They have, David, and that was Connor Riley there with that smother kick, who's been done such a job so far on Pat Gillingham.
He has done an excellent job on Patrick. Dwyer! Got it. Caps off a scintillating first half from Liam Dwyer. Newcastle City, amazing kicking in these conditions, 6 straight. Killarney Vale 1-3. Lucas Holmes.
Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
And Lucas, talk us through that, please.
2 quick goals to Singleton, David, both to, is it Ben Graham?
I think so.
2 goals to Ben Graham. Warners Bay 3-8-26, leading Singleton 2 goals 5-17.
And you wonder if Singo's got the breeze at the moment. You wonder. But that's good. We always thought that would be a good game of football, and Singo right back in business. The 1-2 punch of Scott and Brasington, deadly. Oosterhoff rows off Keast. Short kick comes out. Although I didn't think that was 15, but it's picked off by Watling. Famous name, Ben Graham. Watling comes out to the wing. Can there be a contest? No. Well read by Convey, who's been quite good. He's got a man free over on the wing. Can he spot him? Does. Over kicks him. Thompson. Reed. Gets a good kick to that one. Gets it forward. Goes up in the air a bit. Oh, good mark. Really well done, Fogarty. Looking.
He was going to go short down the line.
Mitchell
David,
Knight's on.
Go.
Keese comes from nowhere and gets a punch to that one. Goes backwards quite a fair way. Good contest, good tackle. Mifsud, who's been quiet. Joshy Mifsud! Bit of quality there. Important goal, Killarney Vale. Keeps them within striking distance. Newcastle City, 6 straight 36. Killarney Vale 2-3-15. Right at the end of the half. Lucas?
The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds has quickly established itself as the premier events location on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds is an indoor and outdoor multi-purpose community facility for functions, events, festivals, weddings, exhibitions, as well as horse racing.
Cheers, Jody. Good to see you, mate. Good job earlier on today. Umpire Jody Henderson, who's got... what do you got tomorrow, Jody? Which game tomorrow? Yeah, yes, that's right. You say you're going to watch the kids playing at Lisero? Good luck. Good luck to the Dockers. Ball up in the centre. If you understood how badly that bloke's hip was dislocated in representing football, it's amazing he can walk. Seriously. It was diabolical. Mifsud. And there's half-time. What an important goal from Josh Mifsud at the end. So Newcastle City 6 straight. Killarney Vale 2 threes. Newcastle City goals. Singles to Mitchell Knight, Cam Keese, Liam Dwyer and Jordan Harrison. Double to Kate Triffett. And goals for Killarney Vale, Scott Reed and Josh Mifsud. Lucas Holmes before a break.
Well, they started off in that quarter, David's Newcastle City, like they finished in the first, getting the majority of the ball in the forward half, applying very good forward pressure. Especially Liam Dwyer has been very good for them, providing running carry. So is Jackson Crawford, David.
And Hayden Kavanagh's got the boots off and he's got ice on that left knee, so he might be gone, so it might be 21 apiece. Okay, we'll be back with you in a few minutes. We'll have a half-time break, rest the vocal cords. Back with you shortly. Welcome back to Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. And Hayden Kavanagh looks like he's gone for the day for Newcastle City. He's got ice on a left knee. He's not moving too badly, but I don't think he'll be back. At the other game today at Weirman Field, Warners Bay up by 9 points, 26-17 at half-time. So this game's at an interesting state now where if Killarney Vale kick a goal or two early on, they are right back in it. And City will look to kill the game off kicking somewhat down Breeze. The Breeze is really is now almost going straight across the ground, Lucas, which isn't favouring either side, and it's I don't think helping the skill level of either side at the moment. And so I'll just have to wait and see how this last quarter goes, whether the Breeze abates, or it's certainly not at the moment. Last half, sorry. Your thoughts?
Fairly similar to you, David. Just City being with the silky of skills at most of the times, David, with Killarney Vale stringing bits and pieces together, but just not being able to convert the few opportunities they've had, with Newcastle City kicking 6 straight goals, David. Killarney Vale 2 goals, 3. So you see how, given with a few misses altogether, but how clinical Newcastle City have been in front of goal when they've had the chance.
Indeed. Paul Foster there from Killarney Vale, just giving us a cheerio, which is good of him. And not too far.
Not too far away from getting going, David.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. So I just hate getting crook in the middle of football season, because it doesn't go away and you just end up coughing and stuff. It's awful. It's not much fun. It's not much fun for viewers, and it ain't much fun for people around you, but it's the way it is. So they're coming out of their huddle, and if ever there's a quarter that this football club stands up and wants to be counted and shows that they want to be counted, it is now, Lucas Holmes, because I think that City was steady that quarter. It was even with the goals. No, it wasn't. City kicked one more than Killarney Vale. Breeze, for mine, is still assisting the team kicking left to right, which will be Newcastle City this quarter. Interesting times. We'll keep you up to date with scores at Weirman Field as well.
Still be half-time there.
Lucas is happy because Collingwood's winning. And, of course, after our coverage of Bar TV today, get onto our sponsor, Prime TV, to watch the game between Greater Western Sydney and the Sydney Swans at Spotless Stadium at Sydney Olympic Park.
Yeah.
4:35 first bounce.
Which will be the only game this afternoon, David, because that would otherwise overlap into a Saturday night game. So that will be the only game on Prime TV this afternoon / evening. We'll be very busy in that part of Sydney as well, David, tonight.
There's a rather large rugby union game next door.
Yeah.
Okay, away we go. Big quarter, premiership quarter here. Let's see what Killarney Vale have got. Oosterhoff and Jackson. No, Keister. It is Jackson. Jackson's sticking out a bit this year. A bit bigger in the body than he used to be. He's quite skinny earlier on when he first came here. Convey doesn't take the mark. Thought he was entitled to take that. Dwyer. Handball comes out. Out to Bond. Punch. And paid. And paid for a push in the back.
Just trying to work with the outnumber there, City, and try and isolate the attacker, and then with the second player come over and get rid of the ball, either mark it or punch the ball away, but infringe into the back, and the right call in the end there.
Sorry, Lucas, I disagree.
Okay.
I thought the backman was entitled to do what he did. Rawlins, pretty experienced. But anyway, Kyle Warford, big opportunity. We were talking about early goals. Got to kick truly. Warford, what's he got for him? Shanks it terribly. Like most other people, out of bounds on the full. And again, must be awfully difficult to this left end taking set shots. It's almost like you got to walk it, get it into goal, and kick it with a little grubber, which is what Maitland did in that last quarter in the women's game, Lou, if you remember. Out there, right out in the flank, ball out of bounds with Stephen Scott. 21 points the difference. Little bit of argy-bargy, handbags at 10 paces. Matthew Enright would be well advised to steer clear of that rubbish. Oosterhoff and Jackson. Oosterhoff reads that brilliantly. Double fister. Good tackle made on Bond. And the ball out of bounds. So, Jackson and Oosterhoff staying with him, yeah. Jackson's had this knee problem all year, Lucas. You can see he's got that right knee bandaged. Still not moving entirely freely. Yeah, curves a long way. Usthoff wins it again. Tackling is Fogarty. Ball comes out somehow. I don't know how. Don't think it's going to come out of here, though. And Darryl Luck says, thank you, that'll be mine. Quiet start to this quarter. One shot at goal from Walford. The Breeze took care of. Jackson. Yeah, wins that one over Usthoff. Little short left footer comes out from City. O'Malley stays on his feet. Did very well, actually, Bond, to dispossess him. Amity. Over him. Umpire says, gone. Must have dragged that one back in, Louis, because Darryl Luck was watching and was in perfect position. O'Malley, he's allowed to go sideways. And umpire says play on because Amity's gone over the mark. Gillingham, who's just not been getting any delivery at all. Lewis, too much strength, too much angle. Gore picked off by Scott. It's got to go cross side. Does. Crosses it. No, actually goes down the line. Keese comes hard at Usthoff and gets him in the buttocks. And he's been made. He got his knee up there. He made him pay for that one. Usthoff's going to lovely cork in there tomorrow morning, Lucas Holmes. Back, and you can see where he's hurting there. Keese didn't miss him. Good punch out, Baker. Mitchell Knight roving expertly. At the back, where's Gillingham? Trifford for 3. Keeps it in amazingly. Gillingham and Dan Cartwright's got the sit here. Can't control it. Gillingham does enough in chasing him to worry him out of it. And we have 3.5 minutes gone. Newcastle City up by 21 on a blustery day at Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. Lucas Holmes and Kendall here with David Redden. Mitchell Knight misses. Amity. Been pretty good today, actually, the old fella. A trusty left foot of his. Good mark at the back. Well done, Baker. Mifsud had to clear out of there. That was interesting. Thompson just drops it up in the air looking for Enright. And great work, Lewis. Superb. Dwyer gets it forward. Keast on his own. Oh, well done, Banfield. Thompson in the air and behind, I think, yes. First behind Newcastle City, 6-1-37. Killarney Vale 2-3-15, 22 points of difference. Lucas Wirraman, please.
Back to Wirraman Field will be the commencement of the second half here. Warners Bay, Warners Bay 3-9-27, leading Singleton 2 goals 6-18. Early doors in the third quarter, David, second half.
Thriller in Muswellbrook. Long ball. Jackson didn't mark that because Quinlan got first hands. And Luck says that'll be mine, thanks. Waters with the hairdo. Jackson's got the sit here, gets it out right-handed. Quinlan. Oh, he forgot the ball. And Rankin makes him pay. Marking contest. Who's going to get ground level? Mitchell Knight, no surprise there. Yes, Fogarty misses that one. He's got to make do. He's got to make amends here. He's got Shabur in a good tackle. And he's somewhat made amends. Mitchell Knight hit him with a lovely handball. But he dropped it clean. Luck for the throw up. Jackson in front. Reads it best. Knight. Tapping it out. Kenobi's in there, I think, in 42. And so is Bond. As is Mac O'Malley. Another ball up.
Just that time the sun's really dipped now, Dave, getting fairly cool and even more blustery here now at Max McMahon.
Indeed. Good tackle, Amity. Lovely tackle. Good body strength, good technique. And another ball up after 6 minutes here. Newcastle City up by 22.
And once again, David, coach of the Killarney Vale Football Club, Scott Reid, starting on the bench in this third quarter.
He mustn't be right. Mifsud, driving ball, looking for and missing Walford. Durbridge goes long and direct. Magnificent pass to Van Hoesteed. Probably the best pass today on a day where there's been some ordinary delivery of footballs. You'd think Usthoff will come in from the side. He didn't quite get hands on Thompson. Handball. Enright. 3 or 4 Killarney Vale players in there. Gillingham's got to get that ball out if he can, or another behind. So, Newcastle City 6-2-38 off the rush behind. Killarney Vale 2-3-15. Quick ball comes out. Lewis, he's under pressure from Dwyer. Oh, they're in trouble now. Enright, can he get it out to someone? He can. Kate Triffett! It goes up and down. That's not good tackle. That wasn't 15. Lewis has got the ball. Another behind Newcastle City. 6-3-39. Killarney Vale 2-3-15.
No change in the score, sorry, there, David, at Wirman Field with
that's a mark.
Still up by 9.
Yeah, he had control of that. Thank you, Lucas. Same score there at Wirman. Foster takes a good mark. Courageous. Lewis goes long down the line. Oh, good grab, Quinlan. Really nice hands. Looking for options, Max gets. Where's the movement up forward? Goes with a low driving ball. Eventually gets the ball towards Patrick Gillingham. Some of the best delivery he's had today, and he hasn't had much. Lewis, another long ball. Needs to keep that in. And I reckon it's gone out of bounds in the full. And will bounce onto the hill and end up at Tanambit. Scorch, do you quickly please while they're checking the ball. Yeah. Scroll that up for me, please, Louis.
Same score.
Thank you.
Speaking of Sydney derbies, David, late change for Sydney. Jordan Dawson has been replaced by Robbie Fox for the Swans. Giants going unchanged.
Won't be cheer red and the white hopefully tonight. Quinlan with the free kick. Needs to open the play up, not go down the line. That's a reasonable. That's a good mark. Gillingham in front. First time he's really done well against Riley today. Goes short. Gets it up hot spot. Is that a mark to Dwyer?
That's
no,
point,
it's a behind. Yes, goal umpire Janelle says, Biden says that's a behind. 6-4-40 Newcastle City. 4 behinds this quarter. Good mark, Oosterhoff. 2-3-15 Killarney Vale. Newcastle City up by 25 and seemingly relatively steady without worrying the goals at the moment. Oosterhoff goes to the short ball and finds Amity.
That's good, William. Good run.
And goes short again and finds Rankin. He's going to come across the ground, I think. Told to move it on and does. Should be Fogarty's. Misses. O'Malley over the ball. Mifsud in there. Good tackle, O'Malley. Good body strength, Watling. Look at the speed of the young man. Goes through the middle. Lovely pass, Triffett. Well read. Ball going right to left. Goes open side. Gillingham! Got it. Again, he's getting himself on the correct side with the ball. He's getting right side of his defender. And Gillingham, who hasn't kicked one today, the league's leading goal kick, he's been spectacular for City in this season. Patrick will be kicking from 25 to 28 metres out, I reckon. Now the breeze is going across the ground, right across his, from left to right on his shoulder, from his right to left shoulder pretty much. He's got to kick this right side of the goals. Gets it up in the air. The Newcastle City players like it. That's an important goal, actually. Patrick Gillingham's first. Newcastle City, 7-4-46. Killarney Vale, 2-3-15. Lucas James Holmes.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Sports Coast Trophy, the leading supplier of trophies and embroidery on the Central Coast. They're also proud supporters of the Black Diamond AFL. As you said, David, yet another goal for Pat Gillingham, his first today. Hasn't helped. I don't think the conditions have played a major part in the delivery, more than the delivery being poor, I think, David. You can't really go long and high into deep into forward 50 with conditions like this. The wind's just going to cause havoc, as we've seen.
No one gets that one with the ball moving drastically in the air. Miffy gets onto his left foot. Good kick, Mifsud. Mark could have been taken by O'Malley. Picked off by Durbridge. Gets the ball, scrubby little kick going down. Brendan Lewis has got a chance here. Being chased by Thompson. Thompson holds his feet. Good works, Lewis. Can he deliver? Waters on the half volley. Good tackle, O'Malley. Is that deliberate? No. 46-15, 31 points of difference. City going along comfortably at the moment in these blustery conditions at Max McMahon Oval. In comes the ball. Oosterhoff and Jackson. Warners Bay one more goal. McKenna, 35-18, is that correct? 35-18, 17 points of difference. Warners Bay at Wirram, and then it'd be more if Singleton's coming home with the breeze. Jackson, good tap out, Jackson. Scott gets it. Scott will get a chance here. Handball's out. Finds Baker. Gillingham in front again and takes it. That's almost impossible to kick it from there. He should hot spot this. Player on the side was very close to him. Triffett. Ball comes out. It's still in. Kay gets a second crack. If he kicks that, he's a miracle man.
I think he's done it, David.
Joking.
He's done it.
Unbelievable. Oh, that's almost impossible. Kay Triffett, take a bow. What a lovely kick that is from right on the line. Newcastle City 8-4-52, Killarney Vale 2-3-15. LJ?
Marksmen Workforce. Excuse me. Marksmen Workforce have been great supporters of the Black Diamond AFL since 2016.
That they have, and we thank Mark Stocker and his team there for their great support of our Football League. Tomorrow, Lucas Holmes and Kendall and I will be at Don Small Oval in Tacoma for Cardiff and Wyong Lakes 2v7 at the home of the Wyong Lakes Football Club, Lucas Holmes.
Will be, David, and you'd expect it being right on the water. It'll be very blustery down there tomorrow.
Well, the weather's supposed to change. It's supposed to get a lot cooler and it's going to be a bit feral, so it could be interesting tomorrow. 18, Foster gets a kick down the ground. Oh, well done. Gee, this bloke Blake is a good footballer. Just misses Keast. Banfield doing as best he can on a much bigger man. Actually done quite okay on him. Blaine hits Oosterhoff, who's probably been Killarney Vale's best player. Riley's had a good day out.
A Convey as well, in my opinion, has been fairly decent as well.
Picked off by Johnson, however, with the sunscreen. This is looking ominous. Where are the play? Where are the Rovers? Gillingham's in there, so is Cartwright. And he's now umpire. No, says it's not out deliberately. It was a case for it. Anyway, as long as they're consistent, Louis.
Yeah.
So Newcastle City up by 37, and for mine, they're very comfortable at the moment. I don't think they're going to be headed today. Keast, tap out. Knight, big strong man, but lovely tackle by and paid to Banfield, I think. Banfield's been very good today. Really has been solid. Giving away 25 kilos to Keast at least. Short ball Lewis. 350 games to Brendan today. Congratulations. Inclusive of juniors. That's a wonderful achievement for such a young man. Every chance of playing 500, which is ridiculous. Good use of the body there. Oh, good tackle. Should have been paid. Durbridge goes square. 1-on-2. Quinlan's got to get that ball out with the handball. Does. Just. Johnson with the screen. Short. Coming hard was Thompson. Should go the kick. Does. Opens play up. Lovely spot. Harrison's away. And pulls it badly. Newcastle City 8-5-53. Killarney Vale 2-3-15. Lucas, the ball's behind. Can we have a score check, please?
And even from there, David, I think it was the right idea from Harrison actually to play on. As funny as that seems, because from that far out, you're going to have the set shots. You'd rather take it on the run, and then you can sort of ball the ball low. 16 points of difference to Warners Bay at Good Wirraman Field. 35-19 with your update there. Short ball comes to Mitchell. It's got to be good. Here he is. Goes long. Jackson backing in, takes a good mark in front of Oosterhoff. Oosterhoff should have been punching, really. Jackson goes short. Misses him. Scott, 2-on-1. Waters. Scott comes back. Well done, low to the ground. Drives the ball back in the forward line. Gillingham! Again, this is a tough kick from there. Kicking across and into the wind. He's going through his steps and got a decent run-up. Not quite Michael Holding. Like Ben Brown, his run-up's fair to come 60 metres. So Gillingham, cross breeze. Can he kick his second of the quarter? 35 out. What's he done? He's got it.
Oh, he loves it. Another goal, Patrick Gillingham. Actually, he kicked that very high. What a lovely kick. Newcastle City are home. 9-5-59. Killarney Vale 2-3-15. And City will be playing in that in the preliminary final next week. At home, Lucas Holmes.
They will, David. Subway Morisset. Subway Morisset is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Trading hours 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Support local businesses. Subway eat fresh. Do we have to do a Subway Morisset player of the match today, David?
We will anyway. How's that?
We shall anyway. Judge the best on ground.
Oosterhoff, good punch out. in that contest. O'Malley misses what he otherwise might have taken. Reid will hit Mifsud with a left-hand handball. Miffy's been very handy his left foot today. Beautiful football, Josh Mifsud. Take a bow. And Kyle Warford's got another chance at a goal here from almost the exact position he was about 7 or 8 minutes ago. And let's see if he's learnt anything, Louis. Let's see if he hits it low and left side. Last ball ended up out of bounds, I think. Kicks it a long way left. Sits up on its end and it goes and hits the behind post. Killarney Vale 2-4-16. Newcastle City 9-5-59. He did learn, Lucas. Whistle here. Mark taken. Cameron Keist at the back takes a good mark. That's where he's too strong for Banfield. Here's the familiar voice, and that's an awful kick, really. Brendan Lewis has got a chance here. Handball's over to Blaine. They're under a little bit of pressure. They've got it 5 yards. Lewis very expertly moves himself about 18 metres off the kicking player and takes a mark. Straight down in front of the con box. Keist, easy. Cameron Keist, chest mark. Reid comes in too late. Keist looking for options. Here's a voice square. Goes to it. Rawnsley. Oh, that's over the shoulder against Quinlan. Paid. Well done, Rankin. No, it wasn't Rawnsley. It was Johnson. Another one of the redheads. He's down. Hopefully he'll be okay. Down the field. Picked off by...
There's Rawnsley.
There's Rawnsley, yeah. Lovely work, Durbridge. Someone was matching behind. He's one of the most improved players the club he is. He's one of the most improved players in the league. He's been outstanding this year. Mitchell Knight has all day. Goes attacking side. He's a familiar voice. Carrick does well. Massive left-hand handball hits Reid. Here comes Keist. Reid's a chance here. Don't worry about that. He's skillful enough. He could finish. Scott Reid, lovely finish in that win, and he kicked it low. Second goal from the Killarney Vale coach. Killarney Vale 3-4-22. Newcastle City 9-5-59. Lucas.
Hunter Vale. Looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Vale on the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $22,990 to drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Vale. Give you more. Book your test drive today.
Update, please, from Wirraman. Tough to score up there. Warners Bay up by 17, 36-19 at Wirraman Field. Both of those sides are playing at this stage for the right to play Terrigal of Oakland in the prelim final at Adelaide Trip. That's a nice old present.
Not a very good luxury to have, I wouldn't think, David.
Ball goes all over the place in the air, and no one gets it. Enright keeps it in play. Good tap. Good tackle, Amity. Harrison. Enright. Thompson. Goes straight down the spine. Gillingham caught behind for once in his life. Well done, Raleigh.
Sorry about that, David. You were saying earlier as well that Terrigal Avoca game will be on the Sunday as well, not
correct,
the Saturday.
It's already it's confirmed at Adelaide Street.
Touch ball.
Kidd, poor kick really. Scott gets down low, gets a handball out. Here comes Johnson. Can't pick it up. Amity, good shepherd behind by Waters. Amity going straight through. Oh, well done, Fogarty. Again, his hands let him down. Kick out from Bond. Where's Reid? Walford going straight through at a million mile an hour. Is he in trouble? No. Ball held in. 37 points of difference. Almost at the end of the third quarter. We've got 21 minutes elapsed time here. And Reid's the nominated Rockman, as is Jackson. Jackson gets it out right-handed. Back to Mifsud with his left. Amity gets control, almost gets control of it. Good tackle, Reid. No chance at opportunity. No chance there. And ball held in. 21 minutes gone. Killarney Vale have only kicked one goal this quarter, and Newcastle City for mine have put pay to it by kicking 3 on what's going to be a low-scoring day, really. Jackson, right-fisted. Thompson keeps it in. Actually, now it's out. Down near the long jump pit. Colin Goodenough will have this throw in. 21 and a half gone. 37 points of difference. Newcastle City in front. Reid misses. Jackson gets a big thump to that. Massive, actually. Fogarty over the top. O'Malley. And, of course, next week, Connor Haswell returns for Newcastle City Makes a big difference.
It does,
You add
David.
him into this lineup, and they're dangerous.
Just give some more sort of spring off the back line where there's sort of more key position players like Rawnsley and the like. But will give some really good spring and speed off that half-back flank as Jackson gets a muff from the scrubber kick right in front of us here on centre wing.
Yeah,
Jackson.
picked off Mifsud. Well, you go with it, Louis.
No,
Go.
Jackson goes long and high, looking for Keith. Keith caught at the back, gets the ball to the ground. Gilliam gets the hands out, looking for Thompson. However, gets away. Gilliam gets the hands back and goes square. Inadvertently gets the ball straight to Max Quinlan without... He did not have a clue about that. Almost goes backwards, goes square to an unmarked Max Quinlan.
Who's a thumping kick, but this will test him. Gillingham's got the ball going well off his boot. What can Quinlan do from 40 metres out? What's Maxi got?
Tell you what,
He's
got a lot of it.
Drilled it. Max Quinlan, his first goal of the day. A little bit of skirmish out there as well. Handbags at 10 paces, gentlemen. Just walk away. Newcastle City 10-5-65, Killarney Vale 3-4-22. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer sailing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
43 points of difference out of that lovely goal, Max Quinlan. 23 and a half minutes gone, almost three-quarter time. Jackson sitting on the right spot now for throw-ins. Mifsud right-footed straight down the spine. Not for the first time today, picked off by Rawnsley. Ball goes forward. A lovely kick to Thompson. Killarney Vale tiring somewhat. It's understandable they've given their all today. Good bump, Watling. Mifsud straight through. Watling misses. Walford gets it out to Mifsud. O'Malley comes in and puts pressure on. Jackson trying to get it out. It's out now. Harrison's in there. Amity's in there. What's the free kick for? A throw. That should be Dane Amity's kick, I think. Has it gone against Amity? That's a surprise. Okay, so Harrison got the kick. Patrick Gillingham starting to play his influence. Now they're starting to deliver better to him. He's getting in front.
Breeze is just dying down for the moment.
The breeze is dying down a bit, and this is a helping. Instead of it hurting, this will help. It's a tough kick, tight angle. Lucas Holmes has got the protractor out, and that's 57.5 degrees. No. Keast misses. Waters goes backwards. Brendan Lewis will look for NJ Convey. 2-on-1. Gillingham with one hand. Scott will look for Gillingham behind him, I imagine. Three-quarter time. Newcastle City 10-5-65. Killarney Vale 3-4-22. 3 goals, Cade Triffett. 2 goals, Scott Reed. 2 goals, Patrick Gillingham. We'll be back with you after the three-quarter time break for the final quarter here from Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford. Just before we go, Kendall, Singleton have come back late, and it is now a 4-point thriller at Wirraman Field. Singleton 4-8-32. Warners Bay 4-12-36. Wow, it's on for young and old. Should be great last quarter. Thanks, Kendall. So, Lucas, can you just go back to that score, please? I think it was 10 points the difference at Weirman. Is that right?
Just as we went off air, Jack Hardman kicking a goal right on three-quarter time, David. So Warners Bay at three-quarter time, 5 goals, 12-42, leading Singleton 4 goals, 8-32, a three-quarter time score.
Gee, I'd love to know who's got the breeze in the last quarter if there's a difference. Like here, it's almost straight across. I'd love to know. It'd be really interesting.
Some very big plays from both sides for Singleton, Brasington and Scott. Time to stand up. And for Warners Bay, you'd hope for the ever-reliant Nick Turner and Jake Roach to be front and centre there.
Can you just check up that game? Can you see if Jackson Colachu's actually playing?
I don't think he was named, David. Jay, no. No Colachu's there at all.
Is Travis Bates there?
T. Bates? No.
Wow. Someone like Gaffney's going to have a 3-goal quarter, I'd reckon. Or Graham, something like that.
Graham's hit 2 already, at least.
Here we go. Last quarter here. City doing it comfortably for mine by 43 points. Both teams down to 21 men. Injuries to Hayden Kavanagh and Jaden Banfield. Up goes the ball. Jackson wins that one. Mifsud. Ball comes forward. Batten reading it. Coming through his waters. Who's been okay today. Got a lot of football. Well done, Dwyer. Mifsud. Gone! It has to be gone. Thank you. Ball to come back.
Interesting one there, David. Yes, it was Pate holding the ball. Was that but more of the ball was knocked out rather than a tackle?
That is a very tricky point because if the ball can be knocked out, if it's knocked out of hands, there's no tackle. You can't be holding the ball.
Because I thought it was sort of he's knocked the ball rather than completed the
tackle.
That's
a very good point, Lucas. I'd love to. I'll have a look at the replay tonight when I'm writing up articles and have a look at that one. Little short ball comes out. It'll swerve around nicely. And Dwyer, who's really been outstanding today for City.
Dwyer and Trifford, I think, David, are the two.
Oh, well done, Keith. Lovely handball. Feeds Harrison. Where's Patrick?
There he is.
There he is, and just misses at the second attempt. Banfield out of bounds on the full. In fact, that ball's almost got straight up in the air. He couldn't do that if he tried. Now, Mitchell Knight. No. Is it going to be Jordan Harrison or Knight? Harrison, I suspect. Got to be the closest player. Harrison. I'd be putting in at the top of the square as well. And Gillingham, very difficult kick here. He's going to go across goals. Unselfish. Has he found someone? Triffett, left-hand handball. Looking for the big man, Keast. Dribble kick doesn't go well for him. Someone tell Jason Dunstall. Connor Riley gets that ball out with a check side kick that goes 55 metres, 60 metres, 65 metres. Usthoff picks it up. Good tackle, Quinlan. Quinlan stays on his feet, and he's paid a free kick for a sling tackle.
After disposal to Usthoff.
Yep, Usthoff's getting the ball back correctly from Quinlan. No 50s there. Rooster goes forward. Beautiful grab. Is that Lyons? Yep. And he's away. Shanks the kick somewhat, puts it up in the air. Reed stays down to Rove, goes to the double fister. Walford's up there at full forward. Rawnsley just gets it out. Durbridge has got to be clever. Did enough. Dwyer's underneath. Is he anywhere near it? No, drops short. Comes back. Dane Amity, lovely step off the left. Just gets his kick in. Hits Mifsud, not 15 is the call. Does the 370, 320, 360 pirouette. David, get it right. Lucas was having a go at you. Walford, Reed. No, couldn't get to it. Jabor just gets a kicker. That should be, no, it's not 15. That's not 15. He's in trouble. To throw in. So, 3 minutes exactly here. Gone. Excuse me. Newcastle City up by 43 and playing. Newcastle City staring down the barrel of winning all 3 games here today, and also staring down the barrel of hosting a preliminary final next week, which is massive for them playing at number 1, a much smaller ground than this. O'Malley. Batten tries to beat players. Yes, good call because he tried to beat him. He beat the first tackle, couldn't beat the second, had Pryor, good tackle Reed. Batten's asking the question, but that was a correct decision. Reed is a thumping kick, Lucas Holmes. This will test him deluxe. Scott Reed. It's a massive kick. Curves around, it's a behind. Hits the fence in the half volley. Killarney Vale 3-5-23. Newcastle City 10-5-65. And City with the kicking goes short. Got to hit him right. Gets to Scott just. Reed came late and avoided a 50 by not hitting him. Dwyer, no, he's not underneath this one. Well done, Thompson. Stays on his feet. Should be a handball come out. Oh, lovely candy from Batten. The Keith's underneath this one. At the back, that ball is just doing all sorts of evil things in the air. Should be a free kick against O'Malley, not paid. Thompson. That's gone. Missed. I don't know how he's missed that. That's another one gone. The first one, he's just done a pirouette. The umpire was obscured, so fair enough. 4.5 gone. Newcastle City up by 42. Ball. Deustoff reads it best. Off goes Blaine. Correction, Kid. Shocking kick. And again, Lucas Holmes made a point earlier. Perhaps I've been a bit harsh. It is very hard to play football and to kick the ball in this weather. Batten, Keast. Keast does. He should try and tap it out to Batten. That's a fair tackle. Not ball comes out. That's gone. That should be gone. Not paid. Simpson at ground level comes out. Keast. That was holding the ball, but not paid. I challenge anyone to throw it up properly in this weather, sir. Does a reasonable job that time. It is very hard to throw up in this weather for the umpires. Jackson comes out the back, feeds out the back. Amity, who's been very good today. And, of course, commentators, Miles kicks it 15 metres out of bounds in the full.
On his right, though, David.
Yes, can we have Weirman scores, please?
We can. Start of the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Only Warners Bay adding to a point from their three-quarter time score. So 5 goals, 13-43. 4 goals, 8-32.
Oh, good grab. Really good mark by Brendan. No surprise. Brendan Lewis. Good pair of hands. Straight down the spine. Almost to Mark Walford. Durbridge. Reed's going to be a part of this contest. You can see him sag off and gates the chest mark. Gee, read that well. Is he going to go for have a ping here? No. Smothered. In comes Van Huisteed, smothered again. Well done, Simpson. So 11 points. Sorry, go.
Ball's gone out of bounds from that smother.
Yep.
On the far side.
11 points of difference at Weirman. Thank you. We'll come back to that score. Singleton have to score the next goal, Lucas.
Yep.
Otherwise, Warners Bay will find themselves in a prelim final.
As you said, so that we'll play Terrigal Avoca.
That's assuming that Cardiff win tomorrow. If Cardiff don't win tomorrow and Wyong Lakes upset them, Wyong Lakes will play Terrigal Avoca and Warners Bay head to number 1 to play the Navy Blue Fellas. Over the shoulder free kick, Waters. That's the way I read the numbers.
No, it is, so the minor premiers will play the lowest qualifier.
Yep, that's right. That's the benefit you get. Rawnsley over it. Just gets it out. Little short left foot kick comes out. Good coming. Thompson does well, comes straight out, takes a good mark. He's got better today. He's gone on Thompson. Short ball to Mitchell Knight, the skipper. Mitchell Knight unleashes one. Ball drops short forward, almost to Mark Gillingham. Oh, smothered. Quinlan using that, holding the ball in one hand, a la Fijian 7 style. Lions. Knight doing well. He's beaten 2 men and stayed on his feet. 3 men and stayed on his feet. Mitchell Knight, superb work. That's what he's known for. Good. Watling nearly got cleaned up there, actually. Quinlan, short, and picked off. Too short, actually. Blaine. Goes the combox side. Dwyer's got a chance. Ball just holds up in midair. Oh, that is 15, is it? Okay, Blaine, Mark. Attacking side again. Scott Reed. Dwyer there. O'Malley reads it best. Short ball. Finds Scott. They're trying to get him to go attacking side, Lucas, and he does. And he's picked off by Blaine again.
Someone off the bench, David, and that's where they've gone.
And
it's been overshot to Dwyer.
Straight down the throat of Dwyer.
It was Jordan Carrick had just come off the bench. And
Spears a ball to Thompson. Sorry, Louis. Got to be perfect and wasn't. Scott Reed lurking with intent. Goes the barrel and gets it. At the back lines, Jabour's in there. Walford's in there. Oh, well done. Oh, in fact, he dropped the ball, not a tackle. O'Malley then gets a kick out. Watling, put the speed on, son. Does. Way he goes. Good kick. Goes wide. Gillingham's got a chance if it sits for him. He's looking to cross this ball if he can. Does. And picked off by Lewis. Unselfish Gillingham. Well-read Lewis. Over towards Foster. Plays on. That ball stays in. Dane Amity takes a mark deep in the pocket. Almost 9.5 gone in the last quarter. Almost a stalemate at the moment. Mark taking the miss off a reverse inverted barrel from Dane Amity. Reed's one out with Van Twisted, and he should go to him. That's touched, is it, Lucas?
Yes.
Yes, just touched. Weirman, please. It's 5 minutes since we were there. Warners Bay now 17 in front. Another goal, Hardman. Thank you. Warners Bay favourites there at the moment. Convey, very evasive he is. He's quite a clever player. Oh, gets a barrel, goes a long way, and that'll keep on bouncing. Waters has got to get a bounce here. Gets it, runs away, finds Reed. Reed's put that up to the hot spot. One out. Good punch. Rawnsley, well read. Watling, if he gets a chance, he's quick. Oh, good tackle. Well done, Brendan Lewis. Got him on the blind side. Sam Jabil can go, actually, if he wants to. It's a free kick. Brendan Lewis, very good player. Smart player with excellent hands. Kicks that far side. Walford in front. Ball's going to bounce on its end, and the breeze is just going to... The breeze has hit that ball backwards. You wouldn't believe it. Unbelievable. So, 10 3/4, almost 11 gone by the time this ball gets thrown in. Newcastle City steady in front by 42. Exactly 7 goals in front. And seemingly destined for a home prelim final next Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock on Lucas Holmes Bar TV.
Sure are the best in the business, as always.
And Lucas loves those games where he's not far from home, just down the road from his joint. Not just down the road, but not far. And I just love being at number one for whatever sport it is. It's a good place to be.
One of the first times we've been there all year as well. We had that unfortunate incident where that game between Newcastle City and Warners Bay was called off during the rain on the Queen's birthday long weekend, which turned out to be fairly fortunate, seeing that I wasn't there.
Yes, I can assure you there wasn't that much rain, but that's another story. The game should have been played, but anyway.
We need some rain, David. That's what we need at the moment.
All right. Fascinating throw-in. It just sort of... Yeah, I can't describe what that throw he did, but you got nowhere near the ruckman, put it that way. Jackson and Reed, that's a bit better. Jackson reads it well. He's read the ball today better than the other two ruckmen, I reckon, Jackson. Oosthoff's been outstanding at ground level. He's done more than him at ground level. Watling gets it out, goes long. Good mark. No, I thought Max had taken that time. Not taken. Kidd, good bump O'Malley. And we've got another boundary throw in just forward of centre wing for Killarney Vale. Quiet part of the match at the moment. City steady. And no change at Weirman.
Correct.
Kidd gets a right foot to it. Someone's got a free kick, for holding the man. Now, Jabour's taken that ball. I'm just waiting for the umpire. Is that a goal? Goal, Sham Jabour. He's taken a advantage off a free kick and kicked the goal. So, Killarney Vale a late goal there. Sam Jabour. 4-5-29 Killarney Vale. Newcastle City 10-5-65. Lucas James Holmes.
GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the hunt for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also proud sponsor of the BDAFL Women's Competition.
Just getting a message through there that Sydney's rail system's in absolute chaos again. I'll be held to pay for that, my friend. Keast and Oosterhoff. Oosterhoff wins that one, despite Keast coming late. Stephen Scott goes forward. Good grab, Patrick Gillingham. He's got better as the day's gone along, and finally they're starting to get him some ball. He is very quick, Lucas Holmes, and that speed is being used to in very good advantage. And what I'm interested in is that he really is playing at full forward. I thought I had a vision that he might have been playing. My headphones have gone all over the shop here. I had a vision that he was playing both out the square and at centre half forward. Not today. He's played is very, very deep today. So Gillingham. Again, the breeze right up hard now. Ball sits on its end. Yep. If that's an indication of what the breeze is like. Gillingham hit that sweet and the ball's gone. Lewis isn't allowed to take it through. Gillingham. Short ball out. Another one, Gillingham. Well tackled. Gets a handball out. Oh, blind handball to Jackson and punched through by Connor Riley. Newcastle City 10-6-66, and they can get themselves ready for a prelim final next week. Killarney Vale 4-5-20 on, and I assume, Lucas Holmes, that means that Collingwood have won.
Getting there, David, slowly. Another goal to Warners Bay as well.
Okay.
Hardman with his second of the quarter.
Thompson to Mitchell Knight on the chest. Very good today, Mitchell Knight. Very steady. Good conditions for him. Perfect pass, Kate Triffett. Now, judging by that last kick for Patrick Gillingham, Kate Triffett's got as much chance of this ball going in as Malcolm Turnbull's got of winning the next election, Lucas. So let's have a look at this and see how where the ball sits on its end is the key. If it's in the hot spot or before. Gets it up in the air and it holds up. Has that gone through? Oh, back the Liberal Party. Kate Triffett. That's 4 for Triffett, and he's hit that flush. The breeze had gone down slightly. 11-6 Newcastle City, and I've got egg on my face, but I'm used to that. Killarney Vale 4-5-29. It is a 43-point difference now. Yeah, 43. Lucas?
ISC. ISC has been the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years. And are proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
Kate Triffett 4, Patrick Gillingham 2 goals for Newcastle City and 2 goals to Scott Reed, the major goal kickers today. And
almost best on ground performance, you'd think, from Kate Triffett. Triffitt's
close.
been very good.
Mitchell Knight's been outstanding.
Liam Dwyer.
Yes, definitely Dwyer. Definitely over the shoulder free kick. And Oosterhoff's got, I think, the pain starting hitting that ankle of his, but he's been very good. Amity's been all right. This bloke Waters has been okay. And Brendan Lewis, here we go, another possession Lewis. He's been terrific. Probably Killarney Vale's best. Another excellent delivery. Finds Kidd. He's got time. Goes low with a helicopter and misses. And speaking of Liam Dwyer, there he is again. Aidan Watling. Short. Across goals. Finds Batten. Short ball, and he misses his target and misses also Waters. Good tackle, O'Malley. Real good tackle, O'Malley. And we have a ball up. 16 3/4 gone. And City up by 43. Again, tomorrow, Bar TV, 1:55 p.m. Cardiff and Wyong Lakes at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. First time for Lucas and I over there calling, so looking forward to getting over to the northern part of the Central Coast. Gillingham recovers. Can't get there before Banfielder. Banfielder 1-2. Chased by Jackson, who's having a rest. Has a bounce, Banfield. Jackson does enough to corral him. And a interesting kick, let's put it that way. Finds Waters. Steps his man. Lovely Candy Waters. Amity should continue on. Dares to go and kicks it out of bounds in the full, I reckon. Yeah. So Ian Baker will take this kick. That's interesting. That's a behind. Now, hang on. Is that a behind? Because he's played on behind here. I reckon that's either a behind or a throw-in. He's actually played on and kicked it through the behind. It's a throw-in. So what he did was, Lucas, he took the mark and then he's kicked that through the behind and goalpost, and they've called it a throw-in.
I can see behind me umpires coach Christine Burrows nodding, so that's the correct decision.
Yep. So he played on. That was the problem. Ball up. Deep in attack for Killarney Vale. Reed takes it. Kicks the... Got to be kidding me if he kicks that. Tries to do the Daniel Wells many years ago to Subiaco Oval. Lucas Holmes is nodding his head. Killarney Vale up by 7 goals. Sorry, Newcastle City up by 7 goals. 18.5 gone. Stephen Scott's on his own. Joined by Mifsud. Now he's 1-on-3. He's in trouble. No. He's grabbed it. No, he's again grabbed it in. Waters isn't making a tackle. He's going the ball. And no free kick results. Good work. He had 1 on 3 there, Scott, and he's got away with the stoppage. Yes, Weirman, please. And Warners Bay appear to be home. They're up by 4 goals. And Jack Hardman's kicked the last 3, has he, Lucas?
Yeah, still no change of score, but he has kicked the last 3, David.
Thank you. Up by 24 now. Thompson flying through the middle. Gillingham! In the form of his life, I reckon. He's just playing such convincing
Jackson's
football.
got a one-on-one deep, David.
He should go now. No.
It's too late.
Quinlan's gone now. Quinlan's in the one-on-one. Lewis has gone back. He can't go long. Well, he has. So Quinlan dropping short. Max misses. And tapped through by Lewis again. Sacrifices the behind. Newcastle City 11 goals, 773. 43 points up. Mark coming down the line. Convey, Mitchell Knight, almost BOG for me. Conditions tailor-made for Mitchell Knight. Just steady and smart. Goes short. And there's an no behind me, and yeah, you're right. That was his mum. I can't say anything rude to us. I'll get whacked over the head, Louis. Oosterhoff struggling. He's been manful today. Durbridge, hot spot. And good mark taken there. Not by Waters. Could have been. No, it wasn't Oosterhoff either. Cartwright. Might have been Connor Riley, actually. Cartwright's got this one with Triffett on the mark. Goes across goals and finds Kenobi. Goes wide, looking for Kidd. Wynn might get that one out. It sits on its end. Thompson's got to make a play here. And the ball's gone out of bounds. Thompson's done enough to get a stoppage. Lucas, a solid, workmanlike, professional performance from Newcastle City. I couldn't put it any other way. They haven't been flash.
Flash, it's just been,
And they miss Haswell. And considering that Connor comes back next week, that makes a huge difference. Warners Bay will be heading to a preliminary final. They are 26 points up at Wirraman. Marty Ryman will be very relieved tonight, Lucas, I would imagine, as will the Warners Bay team. They've got a big task next week, whoever they play. So, there's Rawns at the back again, as he does so often and so expertly for this Newcastle City side. Finds a way through and, of course, gets tackled. So he's gone. Not paid? You're joking me. Sorry. Anyway, Watling. Handball out. Durbridge goes wide, finds Max. And Max has got an absolute paddock. Good Shepherd put on. Handball comes out. Little short left footer comes forward. And for mine, just about the best player on the ground, along with Liam Dwyer, Mitchell Knight has had an absolute blinder today. Up towards Fogarty, and he takes one. Good grab, Fogarty. Big, strong, raw-bone play. Reminds me a bit of Andrew Last, actually, from Nelson Bay. 22 minutes gone. Good grab, Reed. He's had a crack today. I'm sure he's injured too. All the way back. The resident left footers are at the back there. He's one of them, Durbridge. Been terrific this year for Sydney. What a superb delivery, Reed Van Hoestedt. Durbridge is going to figure well on their best and fairest. He's been great this year. Mac O'Malley, very smart player. Away goes Mac. Killarney Vale have been game today, but they've just been outgunned. Matthew Enright.
And Dwyer's bursting down this flank, David, but he goes inside to Thompson.
Hamish Thompson, beautiful delivery to guess who? Mitchell Knight. Another short pass. Patrick Gillingham needs to get on his feet. Well done. Riley's actually had a very good day on Pat Gillingham. I know Gillingham's had a good second half. Riley's been very good. And I think that's out of bounds and down towards Tanambit. And we have a score at Wirraman, which will be the last time we call it because this game's only over. 27 points. So Warners Bay unchanged. So Warners Bay will go through to play in a preliminary final. Newcastle City, we know, will play at home in the preliminary final next Saturday. Warners Bay have to wait and see. If things go to seed, then Cardiff will win tomorrow. And if there's an upset and then Wyong Lakes get through, then Warners Bay would go into that game against Newcastle City at number 1 on Saturday. We do know the following, that Terragalovoca will play Plate and Cup next Sunday, and Nelson Bay in the GU Women's Comp will play on the Saturday at Newcastle number 1. Terragalovoca, of course, playing Adelaide Shed Oval on the Sunday. Fogarty's got to work on his hands during the week. He's not had a good day. Max Quinlan, who's been very solid and develops every time I see him. Kenobi.
Yeah, it was a solid hit.
It was a solid hit.
disposal.
Reed. Harrison. Oh, he can't do that. He's taken a bounce and then got tackled. That's interesting. Would have thought that was a free kick, but anyway. Ball just sits on its end of the fence. 24 minutes gone. Newcastle City up by 43. And they've kicked, one goal this quarter. Just that long ball from Cade Triffett. Keast almost gets it off his foot. With Colin Goodenough throwing the ball into the wind, it's very, very difficult. Ustaff, who's been manful, he's got a crook ankle. And he's been very good today. Strapped properly by Sean Rudel and has done a good job. Fogarty. In trouble, gets it out. Mifsud, play advantage. Yeah, that was holding the ball against Fogarty. Short ball. Van Huisted's really gaining confidence. The amount of young players that City have got that are playing good footy is very good for their future. Keast, straight through Mac O'Malley like a steam train. Ball comes out. Ricochets. Ooh, going through hard was Triffett. Blaine on his left, and that's time. Newcastle City up by 43 and get into a preliminary final. And Warners Bay up as well at Wirraman. Cade Triffett 4 goals, Pat Gillingham 2. Singles to Mitchell Knight, Cam Keast, Liam Dwyer, Max Quinlan, Jordan Harrison. Lucas Holmes goals for Killarney Vale.
Killarney Vale goals, David, 2 for the coach Scott Reed, and singles for Josh Mifsud and Sam Jabor.
Best players, please, and then we'll get a subway.
Dwyer, Triffett, as you said, Mitch Knight for Newcastle City, David, and for Killarney Vale, I quite like NJ Convey, David. Connor Riley at the back on Pat Gillingham, especially in that first half, did an outstanding job.
Brendan Lewis.
And also Tim Osterhoff.
Yeah, I think the best player on the ground goes to Dwyer or Knight, in my opinion. I think they're the 2 best players on the ground. Your thoughts on those 2?
Well, as you said during the day, it was a game was sort of set in terms of condition, was set up for Mitch Knight, wasn't it? In and under, contested football, heavy stoppages, that sort of thing.
I'm happy with
whereas Dwyer sort of gave the run and carry off the flanks.
Absolutely, Knight for me.
Yep, done.
Subway Morris said to Mitchell Knight. Newcastle City up by 43. Warners Bay up by 27. So they're both in the prelim finals next weekend. Thanks to our great man Kendall from Bar TV. He's been over. He got the gloves on and he'll be with us tomorrow. Lucas Holmes, thank you again for a great job.
No worries. Thank you, David. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Newcastle City in a preliminary final at home next Saturday. A very, very good day here, City, for the Newcastle City Club winning all 3 grades. On behalf of Kendall and Lucas Holmes, my name's David Redden. We'll see you at 5 to 2 tomorrow afternoon at Wyong Lakes. A massive game. Cardiff Wine Lakes. On behalf of my colleagues, it's a very good afternoon from Max McMahon Oval in Rutherford.